Welcome to Russia. Russia is the largest country in the world, with an area nearly twice the size of the United States. It stretches across numerous regions and diverse ecosystems, including rivers and lakes, tundra, plains, and forests. The country boasts remarkable natural wonders such as the PLS Tiger Forest, the highest peak in Europe, Mount Elbrus, and the deepest freshwater lake in the world, Lake Baikal. Culturally, Russia is rich in distinctive artistic and musical traditions, while still preserving many traces of the Soviet era, which remain particularly evident in the daily lives of older generations. Most of the population lives in the European part of Russia, while Siberia and the Far East maintain closer economic ties with China. With its territory spanning 8 time zones, Russia is so vast that it takes a week-long train journey to travel from St. Petersburg to Vladivostok along the Trans-Siberian Railway. Its landscapes range from Arctic regions and endless Siberian forests to vast grain farms and mountain communities in the Caucasus. Major cities such as Moscow feature iconic landmarks like Red Square, a symbol of both immense wealth and profound historical value. Russian history is a blend of monarchy, totalitarianism, and a transition toward a global economy. Despite its vast resources, Russia faces challenges such as economic disparity, population decline, and a complex path toward modernization. Some fascinating facts about Russia include the coldest inhabited place on Earth, the village of Oymyakon. Where average winter temperatures can drop to -58 degrees Fahrenheit and have even reached a record low of -96 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite its frozen regions, Russia's immense size allows for a wide variety of climates, including areas with a Mediterranean climate. The first human to travel into space was also Russian. Yuri Gagarin made history aboard the Vostok 1 spacecraft, orbiting the Earth in 108 minutes at a speed of 27,400 kilometers per hour in 1961, marking a milestone in space exploration. Are you ready to embark on a journey through Russia? Let's delve deeper and admire the breathtaking landscapes this country has to offer. Moscow, the capital of Russia, is located in the west of the country along the Moskva River, carrying within it a rich cultural, historical, and spiritual heritage. First mentioned as a village in 1147, Moscow became the capital of Muscovy in the 13th century. And later, the capital of a unified Russia from the 16th century, expanding significantly under the reigns of rulers such as Ivan III and Ivan IV. The city plays an important role in Russian history, going through events such as Napoleon's invasion in 1812 and becoming the capital of the Soviet Union in 1918. Today, it is a bustling metropolis with more than 12 million residents. Representing many different ethnic groups such as Russians, Ukrainians, Tatars, and immigrant communities from Central Asia and many other regions. The city covers an area of about 2,500 square kilometers, bounded by the Moscow Ring Road. Its urban transportation system is highly developed, with the most notable being the metro network with distinctive and sophisticated architecture. The city proudly possesses nearly 400 museums. Among them, the most prominent is the Kremlin, a historic fortress covering 27 hectares, famous for its cathedrals, palaces, and distinctive towers. Moscow is also home to many iconic landmarks such as Red Square, regarded as the heart of both the city and the entire nation. Moscow's vibrant culture is reflected through a wide range of restaurants, entertainment venues, and regular events such as concerts and festivals. Making it a destination that is always full of life and appeal. St. Petersburg, the second largest city in Russia, is located on the Neva River Delta near the Gulf of Finland. and is often called the Venice of the North, thanks to its intricate network of canals and bridges. Founded in 1703 by Peter the Great, the city served as the capital of the Russian Empire from 1712 to 1917, as well as the cultural and royal architectural center. St. Petersburg has witnessed many significant events in Russian history. Including the Decembrist uprising in 1825, the Bloody Sunday Massacre during the Revolution of 1905, and its crucial role as the birthplace of the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917. Today, the city thrives as a cultural and industrial hub with shipbuilding and engineering industries. Historic landmarks such as the Hermitage Museum and lavish palaces have helped place St. Petersburg on UNESCO's World Heritage list. Famous for its exquisite Baroque and neoclassical architecture, the city features many well-preserved buildings along with churches and cathedrals adorned with brilliant golden leaf. Since the fall of the Soviet Union, St. Petersburg has regained its international stature and continues to hold the title of one of the most beautiful and historically rich cities in Europe. If you are watching this video, please click the subscribe button. It is completely free, but means a great deal to us. Located on the Golden Horn Bay along the Sea of Japan, the city of Vladivostok serves as the administrative and economic center of Primorsky Krai, as well as the Far Eastern Federal District in southeastern Russia. Founded in 1860 as a military outpost after the Treaty of Aigun, its name means "rule the East" or "conqueror of the East," reflecting the strategic importance of its location. The urban area gained prominence as a naval base from 1872, when Russia's Pacific Fleet was headquartered here, and was officially granted city status in 1880. During the Soviet era, the region developed into a hub for science, culture, and industry, driving sectors such as machinery, shipbuilding, and consumer goods production. It is also home to important institutions such as the Far Eastern Federal University and the Russian Academy of Sciences. The blend of 19th century architecture and modern styles is clearly reflected in the city's urban design, showcasing the intertwined influences of both the West and the East. Today, it boasts numerous theaters, museums, and educational institutions, making it a vibrant cultural and innovation center of the Far East. Novosibirsk is the administrative center of the province of the same name, and at the same time the largest city in Western Siberia. Located in the south-central region of Russia, the city sits on the banks of the Ob River, where it intersects with the Trans-Siberian Railway. Founded in 1893 as a settlement at a key junction of the railway, Novosibirsk was officially granted town status in 1903. The area of this urban center is about 52.7 square kilometers, with a population density of 3,200 people per square kilometer as of January 1, 2007. Its economy is highly developed, relying on industries, commerce, transportation, and scientific innovation. What sets it apart from many other cities in Siberia is that it does not depend on the exploitation of natural resources. The city currently has about 70,000 enterprises and organizations, along with more than 60,000 private businesses in operation, employing over 640,000 workers in various sectors. The workforce is mainly concentrated in medium and large enterprises, while a significant portion is also engaged in small and micro businesses. This demonstrates the diversity and vibrancy of local economic activity, although the main focus remains on industry and science. Novosibirsk continues to grow, affirming its position as an important economic and cultural center in the Siberian region. Yekaterinburg lies on the eastern slopes of the Ural Mountains, the geographical boundary between Europe and Asia, and is one of the largest cities in Russia with a population of about 1,005 million people. Founded in 1723 and named after Empress Catherine, the city quickly became an important industrial center under Peter the Great, who recognized its strategic position for the economic and military development of the country. Today, this metropolis is a leading hub for heavy industry and steel production, often compared to Pittsburgh in the United States. Yekaterinburg is also notable for its rich cultural life, with numerous museums, art galleries, and a variety of performing arts activities. The city is also known as the cradle of the Russian rock movement, called Ural rock, during the Soviet era. Visitors can enjoy green spaces with beautiful parks and picturesque lakes, alongside historic architecture and destinations for art lovers. The blend of classical and modern exhibitions in Yekaterinburg reflects the city's deep connection with the progressive theater. Adding to the distinctive character of its local culture. Kazan, the capital of the Republic of Tatarstan in western Russia, is located near the confluence of the Volga and Kazanka rivers, just north of the Samara Reservoir. Ancient Kazan was the original settlement, founded in the late 13th century by the Mongols of the Golden Horde after they defeated the Bulgar kingdom. Previously, the area was situated upstream along the Kazanka River, but by the late 14th century, it had been moved to its present location. The Kazan Kremlin, the city's most prominent symbol, was built by craftsmen from Pskov. In the traditional Russian style, with fortress-like walls reminiscent of Pskov's architecture. This architectural complex was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2000. Kazan is a city rich in history and culture, with many outstanding landmarks. Let's test yourself with a quick question to see how much you know about this remarkable city. Which landmark in Kazan is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site? Ufa, the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan in western Russia, is located at the confluence of the Belaya River and the Ufa River. The city was founded in 1574 as a fortress to protect the trade route linking Kazan and Tyumen. In 1586, it officially became a town and grew rapidly thanks to its important strategic position. In the 20th century, Ufa gradually became a major production center, particularly boosted by the Ural oil extraction operations starting in 1956. The nearby town of Chernikov, known for its oil refining plants and petrochemical industry, was later incorporated into the city. One of Ufa's most notable symbols is the Salavat Yuliyev Monument, honoring the Bashkir national hero and poet who led the Pugachev Rebellion from 1773 to 1775. The sculpture is made of bronze and granite, with the statue standing prominently on a 5-meter-high pedestal. In 2015, Ufa hosted the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, marking the city's growing importance in the modern regional context. Tomsk, located on the banks of the Tom River in central Russia, is the administrative center of the province of the same name. The city was founded in 1604 as a fortress to protect the river port, and later developed into an important regional administrative center. Although Tomsk's prominence declined due to the rise of Novosibirsk along the Trans-Siberian Railway, it has remained a prominent industrial and cultural hub. Widely known for its academic tradition, the city is home to the first university in Siberia, established in 1888, along with many institutes specializing in technology, medicine, and engineering. Tomsk has played an important role in the history of Siberia, having once been a fortress, a trade center, and a hub of the gold rush. Today, this city blends historical value with youthful vitality, thanks to its dynamic academic and cultural environment. The city hosts a variety of cultural institutions such as drama theaters, children's theaters, and puppet theaters. At the same time, it promotes cultural diversity through centers dedicated to the languages and traditions of the German, Polish, and Tatar peoples. Yaroslavl is located at the intersection of the Volga and Kotorosl rivers, about 250 kilometers northeast of Moscow, and became an important trade center in the 11th century. The city is distinguished by its 17th century churches and serves as a prime example of the urban planning reforms initiated by Empress Catherine the Great in 1763. It harmoniously combines historical structures with neoclassical designs based on a radial layout. The Assumption Cathedral, one of the oldest structures here, was built in the early 13th century by order of Prince Constantine. Although it has been destroyed several times, including in 1937, the cathedral was later restored with glittering golden domes and white stone walls standing out against the clear blue sky. Legend has it that the wise Prince Yaroslav once killed a bear in the area where the city was founded. Since then, the image of a bear holding an axe on a silver shield has become the symbol of Yaroslavl. Thanks to its strategic location at the crossroads of trade routes, the city quickly developed into an important center for commerce and handicrafts. Khabarovsk, a city founded as a military outpost in 1858. It quickly became an important center in the Russian Far East thanks to its strategic location on the banks of the Amur River and the Trans-Siberian Railway running through it. This urban area has grown strongly with key industries such as machinery manufacturing, oil refining, timber processing, and furniture production, mainly concentrated in the upstream areas. In addition, Khabarovsk is also an educational and research hub with many specialized training institutions, including polytechnic schools, agricultural institutes, and medical institutes. Its culture is vibrant, with traditional festivals held throughout the year, along with major culinary events that attract large numbers of participants. The city also boasts a network of theaters, museums, and various art workshops, offering visitors a rich and diverse experience. For those seeking tranquility, the region's natural beauty is not to be missed, with its picturesque lakes and long coastlines along the Sea of Japan, creating an ideal retreat. Samara, located on the banks of the Volga River, is the sixth largest city in Russia and plays an important role as a hub connecting Eastern Europe, Central Asia, the Caucasus, and Siberia. Originally established as a fortress named Samara Town in 1586, it gradually developed into a strategic military and commercial center. During the Great Patriotic War, the city became an inland stronghold, welcoming evacuees and converting factories to produce military aircraft. After the war, Samara emerged as one of the nation's leading centers for aerospace engineering and missile production. In addition, the city is proud of its many green parks and distinctive historical architectural works. The Glory Monument, a 13-meter-tall steel sculpture set on a 40-meter-high pedestal, was built to honor the aircraft manufacturers of Kibyshev, and also serves as a symbol of the city's spirit. Local culture is also rich with many famous legends, such as the tale of the underground tunnel and the legend of the Zoya stone, contributing to Samara's unique appeal. Abrau-Djurso is a rural area in Krasnodar Krai, Russia, located on the shores of Lake Abrau, about 14 kilometers west of the city of Novorossiysk. This area was established on November 25, 1870, as an imperial winery to supply wine for the Tsar's family. In 1891, Prince Lev Golitsyn, renowned for his achievements in Crimea, was appointed to manage the royal vineyards. And he invited winemaking experts from France to develop techniques here. By 1897, the winery had produced over 13,000 bottles of sparkling wine. The operation of this facility was temporarily interrupted by the Russian Revolution, but the knowledge and techniques of the French experts were passed down to future generations of Russian winemakers. During the Soviet era, the brand of sparkling wine known as Soviet champagne became widely famous. Today, Abrau-Djurso is a leading center of Russia's main winemaking region, with its winery producing millions of bottles each year. It is also home to a museum dedicated to sparkling wine, located right on the winery grounds, attracting many visitors who are passionate about winemaking. Nizhny Novgorod was founded in 1221 by Grand Duke George Vsevolodovich and once served as a strategic fortress protecting the Russian principalities and promoting trade. The city is located at the confluence of the Volga and Oka rivers, about 400 kilometers east of Moscow, and can be easily reached by high-speed train in around 4 hours. Over the centuries, this ancient settlement has grown into a bustling industrial and economic center, while also possessing a rich cultural life. The city's historical value is clearly reflected in more than 600 unique monuments, recognized by UNESCO as cultural heritage, along with a diverse system of theaters, museums, and libraries. Today, Nizhny Novgorod balances industrial strength with a vibrant cultural and educational environment, offering a harmonious blend of lively urban life and rural charm. With a humid continental climate, it experiences cold winters and mild summers, making it an ideal destination for comprehensive exploration and experiences. Lake Baikal, located in southeastern Siberia, is the deepest and oldest lake in the world, with an age of up to 25 million years. The lake reaches a depth of 1,700 meters, covers an area of 3.115 million hectares, and contains up to 20% of the planet's unfrozen fresh water. Referred to as the Galapagos of Russia, the lake's isolation has created a unique ecosystem rich in endemic species, making it a valuable treasure for evolutionary research. This natural wonder is surrounded by numerous reserves and scenic spots, with over 1,300 kilometers of shoreline. The western shore of the lake is steep, while the eastern shore is more gently sloping. The lake's water mainly comes from rivers, with the Selenga River being the most important source, and it drains only through the Angara River. The climate around the lake is more moderate than the surrounding area, with cold winters and cool summers. In summer, the water is so clear that visibility can reach depths of up to 130 feet, creating ideal conditions for the development of aquatic life. Lake Baikal is home to hundreds of plant species and more than 320 bird species, and this rich biodiversity is recognized by UNESCO. Based on 4 important natural criteria, the lake is confirmed as a unique freshwater ecosystem with many endemic species. Olkhon Island, located in the center of the lake, is shrouded in legends and myths, creating a mystical atmosphere that attracts many explorers. Olkhon Island is the largest island on Lake Baikal and the 3rd largest lake island in the world, with an area of about 730 square kilometers. The island is separated from the mainland by a narrow strait named Olkhon. Olkhon Gate holds deep spiritual significance for both shamans and Buddhists, as it is believed to be the place where the first Buryat shaman developed the ability to communicate with spirits. Cape Shamansky, also known as Cape Birkin, is a famous spot and is considered the most sacred place on the island, highly revered by the Buryat people. Other impressive attractions on the island include Cape Sagan Kushan, with its unique rock landscapes and stunning views of the seaside ridge of the small sea, as well as Cape Cowboy. The island is also home to Sham Rock, located near the village of Kuzir, adding to Olkhon's cultural appeal and natural beauty. The Kamchatka Peninsula, located in the Russian Far East, stretches between the Sea of Okhotsk to the west and the Pacific Ocean, along with the Bering Sea to the east. It extends about 750 miles from north to south with a width of around 300 miles, covering a total area of about 140,000 square kilometers. This region is home to 127 volcanoes, 22 of which are still active, along with characteristic hot springs. The western side of the peninsula consists of low plains with a vast network of rivers and swamps, while the eastern coastline is shaped by wide bays and mountain ranges jutting into the sea, forming small peninsulas. Kamchatka is often referred to as the land of fire and ice due to its unique geographical position and rare geological features. Although it lies at a latitude similar to the United Kingdom, The area experiences long winters with heavy snow from October to May, influenced by cold Siberian winds and cool ocean currents. Despite the harsh climate, the peninsula is renowned for its magnificent volcanic landscapes, 19 of which have been recognized by UNESCO as World Natural Heritage Sites, attracting the attention of scientists and visitors from around the globe. Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky is the largest city on the Kamchatka Peninsula, serving both as an important seaport and as the administrative center of the region. Located on Avacha Bay, this urban area is surrounded by towering snow-covered mountains and the distinctive volcanoes of this volcanic land. The city was founded in 1740 as part of the Second Kamchatka expedition led by Vitus Bering. Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky made its mark in history by successfully repelling the attack of the combined British and French forces during the Crimean War in 1854. Today, it is a center for fishing and seafood processing, with industries such as fish canning, net production, and ship repair. At the same time, the city is the main gateway attracting visitors to explore the peninsula, offering many exciting outdoor activities such as wildlife observation, bear hunting, and paragliding. The climate in Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky is relatively mild compared to other Siberian regions, with summer temperatures ranging from 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Winters here are colder than in nearby cities such as Anchorage or Juneau, with temperatures often dropping to minus 20 degrees Celsius in late January and early February. Altai, a name derived from the Mongolian language meaning gold, is often described by travelers as a legendary land where mythical tales seem to come to life. This area is one of the rarest and most pristine corners of the Earth. Here, nature reveals its pure beauty with vast terraced fields, dense taiga forests, modest deserts, and towering snow-capped peaks. Although Altai covers up to 92,000 square kilometers, only a small portion is suitable for cultivation, allowing the region's natural beauty to remain perfectly preserved. This has attracted not only Russians, but also tourists from all over the world. The Altai Republic is a land that has fascinated Russian princes for centuries. However, it was not until the late 16th century, after the successful campaign of the Cossack army and the fall of the Khanty people in Siberia, that they had the opportunity to reach this place. The first settlers, including merchants, farmers, and soldiers, quickly moved in and built fortresses in the early 18th century to protect themselves from Dzungar raids. The Katun River is one of the main sources forming the flow of the Ob River. It originates from the southern slopes of the Katun Range, near Mount Belukha, beginning from the Katun Glacier at an altitude of about 2,000 meters, and flows through the Altai region in its lower course. The river's watercolor changes with the seasons, in spring and summer, when fed by rainfall, melting snow, and glaciers. The water is often murky and gray. In contrast, in autumn and winter, when the main source is groundwater, the water turns a deep turquoise color. The Katun is known for its unpredictable nature. Some sections have fierce rapids, while others are calm, depending on the surrounding terrain. The river is joined by many tributaries, including the Chuya, Sumut, Koksa, and Akim. The changing colors and powerful flow of the Katun River stem from its terrain features and abundant water sources. Which special factor influences the changes in color and flow of the Katun River? Uchar Waterfall is the highest waterfall in the Altai Mountains and is considered one of the most magnificent and beautiful waterfalls in Russia. Located on the Chulyshman River in the Altai Biosphere Reserve, the waterfall is also known as the Great Chinsky Waterfall. The name Uchar in the local Altai dialect means inaccessible, and the formation of the waterfall is linked to a major earthquake that occurred in 1898. with a height of 160 meters. The waterfall does not have a vertical structure, but is a tiered cascade, with water pouring over large rocks to create a mesmerizing spray. Visitors can reach the waterfall via a hiking trail from the Chulyshman River, and the surrounding area attracts thousands of visitors each year, with nearby campsites providing accommodation for tourists. Mount Elbrus, located in the Caucasus Mountains in southern Russia, is the highest peak in Europe at 5,642 meters. The Balkars called this mountain Minga, meaning like a mountain, reflecting its deep religious significance. Situated in the Kabardino-Balkaria Autonomous Republic, Elbrus consists of two summits, the western peak at 5,042 meters and the slightly lower eastern peak at 5,621 meters. These two peaks are separated by a saddle at about 5,200 meters in elevation, forming the roof of Europe. Compared to the highest peaks on other continents, Elbrus is considered more accessible, though climbers must still face harsh and unpredictable weather conditions. The mountain is famous not only for its legends and myths, but also for its magnificent and breathtaking landscapes. Elbrus is listed among the 7 summits, the highest peaks on each continent. In the past, it was home to a renowned Soviet ski resort. With the first cable car line opening in 1969. Lake Teletskoye lies on the border between Vidensky district in the Chechen Republic and Botlik district in the Republic of Dagestan. This high mountain lake, situated at an elevation of about 1,800 meters above sea level, is the largest and deepest lake in the North Caucasus, with a maximum depth of 74 meters. The lake stretches 2 kilometers from north to south and 2.7 kilometers from west to east, with its widest point reaching 730.5 meters. From the city of Grozny, the lake is about a 2-hour drive, with the last 30 kilometers passing along a winding, stone-paved mountain road offering beautiful scenery. At an altitude of 1,870 meters, Teletskoye is the deepest lake in the Caucasus, covering an area of about 2.4 square kilometers. In winter, its surface freezes, while in summer the water temperature remains around 5 degrees Celsius. The lake is home to the rare Salmo-ezanami trout, which is now threatened by the introduction of the European chub. Oreshek Fortress, also known as Shellberg, was built in the year 1323 as a defensive outpost for Veliki Novgorod. In the year 1478, the fortress became part of the Moscow state, and since then has witnessed many important events in Russian history. Initially constructed from wood, the fortress was later reinforced with solid stone walls, along with bastion towers expanded over various periods. During wars, the fortress changed hands several times, from Russian control to Swedish rule in the year 1702. After that, Tsar Peter the Great recaptured the fortress, thereby regaining control over the Baltic Sea. A year later, he established St. Petersburg as the new capital of Russia, and the defensive line gradually shifted toward the Gulf of Finland. Oreshek was also used as a political prison, where the brother of Vladimir Lenin was held and executed for treason. The complex was expanded over time and could hold up to about 1,000 prisoners. After being abandoned in the year 1917, the fortress suffered heavy damage during World War II, but still stands today. Currently, only 6 of the original 10 towers remain, and the fortress has now become a museum open to visitors. Suzdal, often called the Heart of the Golden Ring, is famous for its museum preserving more than 200 ancient monuments. The city has retained the essence of ancient Slavic traditions along with magnificent architecture, creating a special and enchanting spiritual atmosphere. First mentioned in the chronicles in the year 1024, Suzdal was once the capital of the Principality of Rostov-Suzdal in the mid-11th century. Under the leadership of Yuri Dolgoruki, the city prospered, but his successor moved the capital to Vladimir. Throughout its history, Suzdal faced many hardships, including Mongol invasions, raids by the Crimean Tatars, fires, and plagues, especially in the 17th century. The Suzdal Kremlin, located on the banks of the Kamenka River, is home to the Cathedral of the Nativity of the Virgin with frescoes dating from the 15th to the 17th centuries. The Savior Monastery, originally a wooden fortress, was later rebuilt in stone and today houses the Cathedral of the Transfiguration of the Savior with 1,689 precious frescoes. The Motherland Calls is a colossal statue located on the summit of Mamayev Hill, a hill overlooking the Volga River. It is the centerpiece of the memorial complex dedicated to the Battle of Stalingrad, one of the fiercest battles in history. Construction of the statue began in May 1959 and was completed in October 1967. At that time, it held the record as the tallest statue in the world. Although it no longer holds that title today, it remains the tallest statue in Europe and the largest monument in the world depicting a woman. The statue depicts a powerful woman striding forward, her left arm outstretched, while her right hand raises a massive sword high. The work symbolizes strength, resilience, and a call to never surrender until the final victory. The Chulyshman River is a river in the Altai Republic, Russia, approximately 150 miles long, draining a basin of 6,500 square miles. This river flows into Lake Teti, where the water freezes from late October to early December and remains ice-covered until late March or early May. The Chulyshman River is a vast canyon stretching more than 130 km with two main access routes, by water through Lake Teti or by land via the Jarek Katu Pass. The river originates from the glacial lake Juluk Kulja, receiving water from numerous streams and waterfalls before flowing into Lake Teti, contributing about 70% of the lake's water. The name Chulyshman River means mighty river, matching the landscape here. It is one of the most pristine areas of the Altai Valley, with a depth of over half a kilometer, rugged and untamed terrain, sheer rock cliffs along the riverbanks, and many small waterfalls. Access to this remote area was quite difficult until the construction of the Karach Pass began in 1987, opening a more convenient route to this wilderness. The Golden Temple of Buddha Shakyamuni, also known as Kuru, was completed in 2005 in Altai, southern Russia. The temple bears strong Tibetan architectural style, highlighted by the prayer hall housing an 11-meter tall statue of Buddha and the robe of the 14th Dalai Lama. This building also preserves the largest Buddha statue in Russia and Europe, standing 9 meters high, making it an important sacred destination for prayer ceremonies and religious festivals. The temple's design follows the shape of a mandala, surrounded by 108 white sand columns along with 17 small temples dedicated to renowned Buddhist masters from the Nanda region. Upon entering, visitors often feel a profound sense of peace, to the point it is hard to believe they are still in the real world. Visitors in Russia are encouraged to move clockwise, turn the prayer wheels, and admire the giant Buddha statue in the prayer hall, creating a unique and meaningful spiritual experience. Vyborg Castle is the main highlight of the small town of Vyborg, located near St. Petersburg, Russia. Built by the Swedes during the Crusade in the Karelia region, construction began in the 1390s. And it has remained almost unaffected since its completion in 1923, still preserving the medieval European architectural style. Visitors can climb St. Olaf's Tower to enjoy panoramic views of the town and explore Russian history from the 13th century to World War II. As well as later periods, through guided tours. The castle was once the easternmost fortress of medieval Sweden, situated on a small peninsula at the junction of the Gulf of Finland and Vyborg Bay. It served as an important defensive line of the Swedish kingdom against Russia, second only to Stockholm in military significance. In addition, this castle was one of the three major fortresses of Finland, along with Turku Castle and Häme Castle. Sochi is a city and resort located in the southwest of Russia, stretching along the coast of the Black Sea at the foot of the Western Caucasus Mountains. Founded in 1896, it began to develop into a famous resort in 1902 thanks to its natural mineral springs, beautiful beaches, and mild subtropical climate. The city stands out with a range of hotels, tourist centers, and sanatoriums, in which the food processing industry plays a primary role. The streets of Sochi are lined with many unique subtropical plants, creating its signature lush green landscape. Sochi expanded and developed more strongly from 1961, extending for about 150 kilometers along the coast. Known as the Jewel of the Black Sea, the city is surrounded by lush forests and majestic mountains, providing protection from harsh weather. With over 2.5 million visitors each year, Sochi has become the most famous seaside resort in Russia. It is also the summer residence of the Russian president and often hosts official meetings with leaders of other countries. With a length of 148 kilometers, Sochi is the second longest city in the world, after Mexico City. Krasnaya Polyana is an urban settlement located in the Adler district of the Sochi region, Russia, situated on the Western Caucasus Mountains. It is notable for the Rosa Khutor ski resort, which hosted the 2014 Winter Olympics and the 2012 World Cup events. The name of the area means Red Valley, originating from Greek settlers in 1878, inspired by the reddish-brown color of fern leaves in autumn. Historically, Krasnaya Polyana was the site of the final battle of the Ak-Chipsu tribe during Russia's Caucasian War in 1864. After that, the area became a royal hunting resort under Tsar Nicholas II, although he never visited. Its proximity to Sochi brought renewed attention to the area in the late 20th century, transforming it into a notable destination in the region. Krasnaya Polyana is also famous for its stunning natural scenery, accentuated by marble quarries formed millions of years ago through geological processes. These quarries were exploited by the Swedes and Russians for nearly 300 years and today remain a major tourist attraction. With its rich history and major sporting events hosted, Krasnaya Polyana has become a must-visit destination. Do you know which international sporting event this famous resort once hosted? Ruskeala Mountain Park in Russia was discovered in the 17th century, famous for its marble quarries that once supplied materials for many iconic structures in St. Petersburg and elsewhere. Marble quarrying here ended in the early 1990s, when the quarries became flooded, forming crystal-clear lakes up to 50 meters deep, with beauty resembling a painted scene. In 2005, the area was transformed into Ruskeala Mountain Park, becoming an attractive cultural and tourist destination. Part of the tunnel system once used by miners has been restored, revealing unique underground arches beneath the surface. Today, the park attracts thousands of visitors each year, offering a unique experience that combines the historical value of human activity with magnificent natural beauty, helping to shape the Siberian region, one of the oldest in history. Krasnoyarsk is one of the oldest cities in Siberia, founded in 1628 as a military fortress by a Cossack detachment under the command of Andrei Dubensky. The original name of the city, Krasny Yar, means beautiful bank. By 1690, Krasnoyarsk had officially become a town when Siberia was incorporated into Russian territory. In 1822, by decree of Tsar Alexander I, the Yen province was established, and Krasnoyarsk was designated as its administrative center. The territory of this province stretched from central Siberia to eastern Siberia, covering the basin of the Yenisei River. The central area extended about 3,000 kilometers from north to south, with diverse landscapes including steppes, the Tunguska Mountains, the Yenisei Plateau, and the Sayan Mountains in the east. With abundant natural resources, Krasnoyarsk became one of Russia's important industrial centers, strongly developing hydroelectric power, mining, metallurgy, and forestry. Zelenogradsk, formerly known as Kranz when it was part of Prussia, is a famous seaside resort located along the Baltic coast. After the Soviet Union's victory in World War II, the city was incorporated into the Russian Federation under the Potsdam Agreement and renamed Zelenograd in 1946, meaning Green City in Russian. Located on the Sambia Peninsula near the Baltic Sea, it has a population of around 18,000 and has preserved much of its historic architecture. It is characterized mainly by German Jugendstil, Art Nouveau style, combined with influences from Neo-Gothic and Neoclassical architecture. The architecture of Zelenogradsk was largely formed from the late 19th century to the early 20th century. Despite minimal damage during the war, the city's classic charm has been preserved intact, making it a favorite destination for both tourists and Kaliningrad residents. Visitors are particularly drawn to its coastal attractions and the Curonian Spit Beach, a UNESCO-protected natural wonder. Zelenogradsk continues to preserve its rich historical heritage while developing its modern role as a relaxing seaside resort. Thank you for joining us in the first part of this wonderful journey. If you found the video informative and full of vibrant imagery, don't forget to hit the like button to give our channel more motivation to grow. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell today to be the first to watch the next episode, where we will continue exploring fascinating landmarks, colorful historical stories, and the unique culture of this vast land. Every subscription and share from you helps the travel and exploration community grow stronger. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode with many exciting things awaiting.